Our first nut butter is a honey roasted peanut butter. We're going to use 3 cups of peanuts, 3 tablespoons of honey, a pinch of sea salt, and we'll start by pouring the peanuts onto a baking sheet. I'm using the sheet that comes with my toaster oven, and you'll just spread them around, drizzle them with honey and the sea salt, and then stir everything together until they're coated, and then you'll just toast the peanuts in your toaster oven or in your oven for about 5 minutes. Once they're toasted, transfer them into your food processor. You can also do this with a high-powered blender if you have one. Pop the lid on and blend away until smooth. They might need a little bit of help as you go, so you can just take the top off and kind of stir it around and help the nuts get going a little bit. And then you'll just keep blending until it's smooth. If your peanuts don't end up getting smooth, you can add a little bit of coconut oil like I did here, and then you'll just blend again until it's smooth and creamy. Then transfer it to a glass storage container and you're done. Our second nut butter is a pumpkin spice almond butter. We're going to start with 4 cups of almonds and 2 to 3 teaspoons of pumpkin spice depending on your flavor preferences. And again, we're just going to put them onto a baking sheet and toast them in the oven for about 5 minutes. Transfer all of your almonds into your food processor or blender if you're using a blender instead. And then you are just going to blend until they are totally smooth and creamy. Once everything's smooth, you can remove the lid and pour in your pumpkin spice, and then just blend it again until it's incorporated. And then I would recommend you taste it and adjust the amount of spice that you're using as you'd like. You could add a little bit of cinnamon, you could add a little bit of nutmeg, anything that you want just to make it taste how you like it. Then just transfer it into a glass container and you're done. And our final nut butter is a 2-ingredient Nutella. We're going to use 4 cups of hazelnuts and 1/3 to 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Transfer the hazelnuts again onto a baking sheet and toast those for about 5 minutes. While they're toasting, you're going to just melt the chocolate chips, and then you'll transfer the toasted hazelnuts into your food processor. And again, like the other nut butters, we're just going to blend until they are completely smooth. Once they're smooth, you can add in your melted chocolate, and then you'll just incorporate that by blending it again, and you're done. You can transfer this into a glass container and enjoy as you'd like.